Congressman, it's been 20 days since President Trump put that sombrero on your head. Why are you still wearing it? I mean, why give in to the trolling?
I acknowledge that there is real pain, and that pain may actually increase here in the days and weeks ahead. So I think for all of us, ending this shutdown as soon as possible, but making sure that we hold firm to win a victory for the American people and their health care, that's the ultimate solution here.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They want $1.5 trillion for health care for illegal aliens that come into our country. If we do that, it will jeopardize the health care of the citizens of our country. So we're not going to do that.
This shutdown hasn't eaten into Donald Trump's support at all. His net approval rating is actually up a point in terms of his popular support. So the bottom line is this. The first shutdown during Trump's first term, 2018-2019, was hurting Donald Trump. This one is not hurting him at all. There's no real reason Donald Trump might say, at least when it comes to popular support, I want to get out of this shutdown.
What about the question of blame?
Yeah, okay. What about the question of blame? Okay, you see Donald Trump's net approval rating was down 2018 to 2019. You talk about 2025 as net approval rating is up. It comes down to the blame game, a game I loved to play when I was younger. Blame Trump for the shutdown a great deal. In 2018/2019, 61%, more than 3 in 5 Americans blame Trump a great deal for that particular shutdown. You come over to this side of the screen, look at this. It's a different world. It's a different world. 48% of Americans blame Trump a great deal for this particular shutdown. So it's more than 3 in 5 back in 2018/2019. It's less than half, a drop of 13 points. Again, it's no real wonder that Donald Trump at this point, looking at the shutdown, says, you know what? It's not actually harming me politically, in large part because he's getting less of the blame.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
Did you see that protest this weekend? 1 million people out there, and not one of them sure what they're protesting. I saw a guy yelling, "Down with tyranny," next to a lady selling tie-dye muffins. Looked like a reunion for people who still think hashtags are pound signs. Okay, boomer. They had signs so confusing, even ChatGPT just went, huh? One sign said, "No kings." Buddy, relax. You're in a food court, not Game of Thrones. Half of them were chanting, half were counting steps to the porta potties. I'm just amazed they all found parking for their Subarus. God bless them. Every revolution needs granola, guilt, and a nap.
I went to the rally yesterday for No Kings, and let's just say we might be actually kind of cooked. That's how I felt like after leaving. First, we were standing in front of City Hall. The City Hall is closed. And we were just standing there, literally just standing there. And then people had their funny signs and funny costumes, which I understand is supposed to portray us as nonviolent and peaceful and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it seems like a very fun community event, but nothing really that's going to make any big changes. Don't get me wrong, I feel like it's good to raise awareness, because if someone's driving by, they're probably like, I wonder what's all that crowd, and they'll probably look it up. But besides that, I can't see anything else that this was useful for, no offense. And what I find even worse is people were packing their bags. Mine was from 10 to 11:30. At 11:25, they were packing their bags ready to go. It's like, did you guys just come for like a casual hangout? And then I bet after that, they probably went to restaurants with their friends, supporting the exact people that we're boycotting against and yelling at. Oh my God. I mean, it was a fun experience, but if we want change, I don't think that's the way.
By the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
So this is your birthday. So you came out on your birthday. You thought it was important. Tell me why.
Absolutely. Because I have 2 little boys who deserve a bright future of freedom and democracy. And this is a nightmare that I'm living in, and I'm here to make a difference and to be loud and proud. And there's no other way I'd want to celebrate my birthday than with my parents and my best friend fighting for our country.
So for a birthday present, what do you hope happens? You know, you wake up tomorrow morning.
I hope that I see the obituary that we're all waiting for tomorrow. That's what I hope for.
What's wrong with you people?
You wishing that President Trump is dead?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Trump derangement syndrome. There really is that disease. At first I found it to be amusing. Now I find that there really is.
You gotta grab a gun. We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot and wiped out.
We don't do that here.
The state machinery, that's a full display right there, has to get wiped out.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And why specifically are you out supporting No King's Day?
I think protest is important.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
A couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Is there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well...
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
Okay guys, we're here as a Christian conservative at a No Kings rally, and we're gonna have some conversations with people and see why they believe President Trump is putting their freedom in danger. I'm a Christian, so I love Jesus, and I also happen to love President Trump. I was wondering, you're at the No Kings protest today, I was wondering how President Trump has put your freedom in jeopardy.
I wouldn't say my freedom's in jeopardy.
Yeah. So whose freedom's in? Why are you out here at the No Kings protest, I guess?
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
I was wondering, what has President Trump done to put your freedom in danger?
We have something come to this.
I think that he has done so by sorry, we weren't expecting to be on.
Like, you're not cute. This isn't funny.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And released a video of him pooping on the American people.
The president uses social media to make the point. You can argue he's probably the most effective person who's ever used social media for that. He is using satire to make a point. He is not calling for the murder of his political opponents, and that's what these people are doing.
By the way, I just want to remind you, these are the same people that will look you dead in the face and tell you they're the party of love, acceptance, tolerance, and inclusion. It is a facade. These are some of the most hateful people in the entire country.
We need to get ourselves together, and we might even need to be a little bit meaner, because the Republicans don't mind being mean.
And by mean, what do you mean? Do you mean protesting? Do you mean...
Maybe we have to, I don't know, stop being so nice.
People on the other side are going to say that they feel like the Democrat Party has been mean. Recently, with Charlie Kirk being assassinated,
He's a piece of garbage. Of course we were mean. I am so tired of people saying, oh, but, you know, it's a terrible thing. No! Hitler is dead. I'm glad Hitler's dead. Evil people have no place in my world. He was a hateful human being. It was disgusting, the things that he said and did.
I can guarantee you that she cannot name a single hateful thing that Charlie did or said, but there she is advocating for his murder, likening him to Hitler. And she thinks she's the nice one, the moral one. Doesn't even occur to her that she's just rationalized her own murder by what she said. These people are not just awful, They are dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
And it's interesting because I don't see Democrats coming out en masse denouncing this type of behavior. I've said this before, I'll say it again, Democrats continue to perpetuate a permission structure for violence against conservatives. Jeffrey, what do you mean? Democrats will tell their base that Republicans are Nazis, that they're evil, that they're fascists, that they are threats to democracy, which signals that something needs to be done about these individuals. These individuals are not people we can play by the regular rules with. We must do something different. That's what calling someone a fascist or a Nazi does. It dehumanizes them. So Democrats use exaggerative rhetoric that increases the likelihood of violence by their base against conservatives. And they perpetually do this, and they don't denounce people doing this. But then when someone on their side actually does commit violence against conservatives, they'll say, well, we condemn violence, while they continue to perpetuate the exact permission structure that allows violence to happen, even incentivizes violence to happen. But again, these are the type of people we're dealing with on the left today. They're full of hate, and they're teaching this child hate. That grown man literally gave that child a high five after that child was stabbing and slashing a Trump effigy, as if that's the good, cool thing to do in left-leaning circles. The left has a problem with political violence right now. It's as clear as day. And the fact that they continue to deny it, they only continue to contribute to that permission structure for violence. It's gross and it's a problem. But I want to make people aware of what we're dealing with. This is how many of these people think. Like I said before, it's a problem. And Democrats are continuing to allow this permission structure for violence against conservatives to stay in place.
So you went to a Trump protest this past weekend, and then you woke up this morning and Trump was still president. So that begs the question, what did you accomplish, if anything? And I think you already know the answer to that question. The fact of the matter is, y'all have become walking contradictions and parodies of yourselves. You'll sit there in a coffee shop sipping on a $7 latte while you're typing away on a $1,000 MacBook that has a sticker on the back that talks about smashing capitalism, and you think you're actually making a difference in the world. See, you aren't going to get this message today, but hopefully tomorrow or the next day or the next year, you'll come to your senses and realize that you actually aren't about no kings at all. What you don't like is that individuals aren't being forced to bend to your will, and you simply cannot tolerate that. You are the same ones who over the past few years gave up your bodily autonomy, gave up the quality of life for your children, for your families even, just to follow whatever tyrannical dictatorial mandates that were handed down by your side. But now that individuals are actually allowed to be free again, you simply cannot tolerate that. So you choose to go out weekend after weekend, month after month, and be part of one protest after another that is protesting something that doesn't even actually exist. It makes about as much sense as protesting against fire-breathing dragons or whatnot. You're literally out there saying that we don't want to have kings in America while we don't have a king, because if we did, you would not be allowed to be part of this protest in the first place. But I know in a few months, you're going to go out and be part of the next No Kings 3.0, 4.0, whatever it is, because ultimately that is all you know how to do. That's all you are good at doing. And misery truly does love company. So hopefully one day you will realize that you are accomplishing nothing, you're a parody of yourself, and you make yourself look incredibly dumb in the process. I really hope that one day that message actually sticks. Have a nice day.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that notification bell so you know every time I post a new video. If you like what I'm doing over here, you want to show a little extra love and support, be sure to check out our website, crownandthread.com. That's where you can grab all the awesome clothes you see me wearing in all of my videos, like this one. It says, "He conquered as the lamb, returns as the lion." You know, the Lion of Judah, that would be King Jesus. And these are all handmade by my beautiful wife. We got tons of different designs to choose from, Christian, conservative, sizes ranging from itty bitty extra small to big and hefty 5X for my folks that like to eat. Bunch of different colors. It's all gooder than chicken to me. Of course, I'm biased though, but I'm sure we've got something that you look great rocking or that'll make an awesome gift for someone you love. We also sell some pretty sweet woodworking pieces made by my father-in-law, crosses, hearts, charcuterie boards. Definitely go check those out as well. If you'd like to support in other ways, you can buy me a coffee, hit that thanks button. You can become a member of the Gibson family right here on YouTube. All those links are down below in the description section. Listen, by no means do you have to do any of that stuff. Just showing up and watching my freckle face for a few minutes, that means the world to me, seriously. And I love y'all. I truly can't thank you enough for rocking with me throughout the years. Whether you've been here since I started back in 2017 when I was doing music reactions, or you're a recent subscriber, by the grace of God through my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and with y'all's support, my life couldn't be any better. Seriously. So thank you. And until next time, I'll be praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.